This short video will give you some tips on working with individual elements of your page. All of this will be done using this tool, the Current Element Style panel. And I believe in earlier sessions we talked about the fact that that will allow you to customize any element, and you notice as I click on different parts of the screen, my options over there change. We've already talked about how you can use that tool to change what images look like. You can also use it to change the basic format of lists. So this is just a numbered list, and if I decide that I want it to be numbered differently, I can click there. You see that's 0, 1. I could use lowercase letters. I could use lowercase Roman numerals to bring out my list. I could go with a bulleted list instead, and I have several different options for what the bullets would look like. I don't know why I would ever do this, but I can choose to start with item number 5 instead of item number 1. And over here I can check pill list, and you can see it gives the format of a pill around it, which is why it's called that. So some options there for changing the way that your bulleted lists appear. The other thing that I want to show you with the customize the current element style is the links tool. Let's say that I want to add a link to my home page here. The first time in a page that I create a link, if I'm going to be using the Design Plus tools, I want to use the Canvas tool that is built in. So just for the purposes of showing you this, I'm going to link my name to www.cnn.com. Many of you are probably pretty familiar with creating links that way. What gets tricky, and this is important to remember, is that if I want to change that link, instead of doing it here, I want to do it over here in my Design Plus tools. You can see it shows the text and it shows the URL itself. So I'm going to change the URL to www.devinrfisher.com. I think that's my website. It may just be devinfisher.com. I don't really remember. I can click here to open the link in a new tab. I can give an indication that it has or has not been visited. I can change the style of the button. Make it a danger link or a warning link or an info link. And all that's doing really is just changing the visual appearance of it. I can change the button size, etc. So there's a good bit that you can do with your links. The final thing that I want to show you with this is, now that you have these tools, how can we change the navigation block that we talked about? Well, one thing you may want to do is to change the URL for your Start Here page. By default, what Design Plus will do is link to a Canvas page that is called Start Here, and if you as the instructor click on it, you'll then have to create it. But you see, I can change the URL just by coming here into this block, and let's say that I want them to start by checking their email. You can do gmail.com. And now that has changed. Maybe for more resources, instead of a Canvas page for more resources, which is the default, I want them to go to the library. And let's say it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense just to call it more resources. We'll call it the LR library. And you can see when I did that, when I changed that text, it deleted my icon. So I do want to show you how to add that back in here. And you're going to do that by clicking on the icon link underneath of that. And now we can find the icon that we want and click to insert that there so that we still have the icon that we want. And that's how you customize your navigation block. Hope that was helpful.